Hello, and welcome. Name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. I make videos about that. This is a sourcing video. Still have more. Stop the music. So, I went down to Copley Fairlawn, the Medina. Then I stopped at Brunswick at the VUA. Nothing there, so I didn't go to the Goodwill. I did not go to the Goodwill in Streets or in Strongsville. I went to the Salvation Army in Strongsville and then to Savers in Parma. I think it was like 5 stops. And I have a few things. Let me show you something. All right. Put these here. Some VHS. Some tapes. That's what I got. Damn it. Start this off now. Oh, this is Merry Christmas, Dan Troxel. So this is one I will look up because I didn't bother going. Maybe I did. So this is no barcode. Dan Christ. Wow. I think eBay somehow or another just like reset all of the remembered words because that's all it was all day today was me typing up words that are just they should be saved or at least in the phone or however that works out. It was getting frustrating today. I was like, why am I having to have to retype the word simple? That should have automatically been in there. So the CDs do sell a brand new one called Piano Man Home for Christmas. This is not that one. This is 1999, 2000. Oh, it does. There we go. Pre-owned is $20. This one's sealed. So where was that? They were $1. Well, that one was. This is Tarzan by Phil Collins, right? But in Espanol. They're like $30. I'm going to try not to make this video too. It's probably going to be over 20 minutes for sure. It's about 18. I'm not going to go hit sold on everything. If you've been here long enough, you kind of have an idea on how I do this. So it comes up as low as 14 and up to 25. I was paying $1. One has sold pre-owned for 27. All right. That's what happens for $1. Cleveland Orchestra, I know better. This is called Prepare the Preparations by Ludo. So one comes up for $30. They sell for 35 used, 42 new. $1. Oh, ex-library. So I'll probably get a little less than that, probably $30. Andy Williams. Fairly common. But I saw that it was it a 2-disc? Yeah, 2-disc. Is it? It's not on a hinge. Nope, it's a single disc. Why is it that I saw this? Or maybe because they had the 2. And it would just be multiple. That's only like $12. I don't know who RBD is. This is called Ancestral Amore. About $15-$20. These ones, a lot of these ones I pass up. And except for this one was just laying down just like that. I'm like, well, it's in my way for me to get to what I have to get to. Let's just pick it up and scan and see what happens. 26. And I don't think, I just saw that it was listed. I don't think I did any solds. Well, even at that brand new, they sell for 60. I have a used one. So is it 26, 30 bucks? This would have been $2. Actually, the Goodwills down in Medina now raised their prices to 210 for CDs. I don't remember what DVDs are. I'd have to look at a receipt. Don Williams, there was a place that had like 8 Don Williams. I just started scanning them. None of them are worthwhile except the very last one that I scanned. And at least it sold for 18. And there's only one other that's listed. The Best of Don Williams, Greatest Hits, Volume 4. All right, that is that. This is a sealed matrix by Penderecki. Again, it's just sealed, so I went for a scan. And they're about 15 bucks. And under scan, they sell for more than $10 used. That one's sealed. I would have paid $1, so is it 15, 20 bucks? We'll find out sometime. David Osborne, 32 bucks. $13. So if at minimum I know $1 CD sells for 13. So if I'm scanning and the price comes up as like under $20 and there's 2 listed and I hit sold and there's nothing that sold, most likely that one's just going to go back on the shelf. If I scan and there's a price for 32 and a price for 45 and there's no sales, I'm going to keep that one and look it up later. So that's how I kind of determine if it's a higher price that's coming up higher price, it's worthwhile for me to take that little extra time when I'm all done scanning to look at that little stack. And every single time I always have a little stack. The Cleveland Orchestra, these are only like 15 bucks, but I paid $1. Bartok string quartets. This one I did have to look up. The price is it's like 30 bucks for this 2-disc. Here comes a train. 12th Night soundtrack. When I really thought, what is a soundtrack? Yeah, I'll look up $30 soundtracks. Oops. And 2, pre-owned, 33, pre-owned, 40. $40 soundtrack CD. For $1. Stuff is out there. That is only like 10, 12 bucks. These are probably closer to 20. All right, this is going to be disc only just with this case. However, there's different discs. This was a series that came out in like 6 or 7 or 8 discs. This is disc 2 out of the entirety of it. And it's from Kellogg's, Keebler, Cartoon Network, in America Online. This is Scooby-Doo in the Toon Tour of Mysteries. Can't tell you much of anything else. A handful of these from the Salvation Army do need resurfaced. This is one I looked up, Fenhot, Jesus, to the 50s. I had no idea. So I was like, all right, this might be something that's kind of newer, trying to get that older look. That's the way it looks. Look on the back, it was from 1992. And it's like a $30 CD. This Fenhot. Fenholt. 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 Red Sun Rising, The Other Side. Single. Promo. So the actual one, the full album does sell for like 20 bucks. I don't remember if there are any promos that sold, but Red Sun Rising. I don't know, but I typed it up and there was a handful of them of solds. Promo. So 20, 30 bucks. This one is Warm Up Rema Singers and Band. He's on, so it's going to be contemporary Christian. 1987, I think it was like 15 bucks. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. Piece A PC game. I think it's like 15 bucks. 17 and 21. So this is franchise stuff. This is what I mean by franchise stuff. Franchise is going to be things that have a whole bunch of movies to them and a whole bunch of, or a TV series or a video game franchise. I'm not going to look at every Star Trek book or every Minecraft book, but definitely older PC stuff. 12 bucks, 13, 13. So 15 bucks. Because this franchise stuff catches my attention more. So there's 29 of these listings, and this was just one that book and lyrics by Alan J. Lerner, music by Frederick Loa. To be honest, I picked it up because it was sealed, and I saw that there's new ones listed for 15, 20 bucks, and I don't know if new ones sold. We'll find out. Yeah, one did for about 15 bucks. For that was $1, and it has a remainder cut on the side. Foster Malloy, McElroy. I don't know who Foster McElroy is. It's about a $30 CD. There's one that is sold for 20 bucks. Right, that $30 may be the average common selling price. Somebody just got one cheap. This is The City. Definitely has an older look. Originally an older look, right? So I scan that, and see it's about a $40 CD. There's 3 listed. 2 have sold for about 30 bucks and 30 bucks. That's a good one for $1. If they had a crayon mark on the side, it would have been $2.10. These ones don't have crayon marks, so it was $1. The Beach Boys, Good Time and live at the Knebworth, England, 1980. About 12 bucks, 15 bucks. The Avengers, the Underground Avengers, I should say. I had a look. They do sell. I don't remember if this specific one did, but they do sell for like 25, 30 bucks, the band. And then this is John Petrucci. This one I did type up to verify, and I verified by typing up. They're about 30, 40 bucks. Let's go Petrucci animation. And see, that should have already been in there. Animation. Go to categories, CDs. 4 listed, 30 bucks, 35 bucks. Where it is sold. I know you can't see this. So if I type it up, it comes up. 25 and 55. $40, $50 CD. These two, I don't remember if there was any cassettes. These were at Savers where they increased the price of their cassettes. Orlando Pabellon. Records, so any music that has sold has been open. This is a sealed cassette. Could be about 50 bucks. And same thing with this. This is Orchestra Salome. But look at this interesting artwork. Isn't that cool? Like a little dagger guy and some. No, but it looks like it's Indian, Tibetan, something along those lines. But both of them are like 40, 50 bucks. Where am I at on time? 16 minutes. All right. So if I keep talking down, Merle Ewing. None listed, none sold in 90. There's like 2 that came up in Terra Peak for pretty low, like 15, 20 bucks. But I'd have the only one up there, so I could put it up for like 30 bucks, see what happens. Sky Dancers. I don't think this one's, I think it's like $15. Yeah, about 15 bucks. Sinatra, Passionate Life sealed. This is like 12 bucks. Brand new. I think like one has sold. I'm not going to go too crazy on that. I'm trying to get through these. This is Blue Collar. Someone scrapped that or scraped that right there, so I can't get a good read on it. It's like $15. Early Katie Holmes, Pieces of April. About 14 bucks, 15 bucks. Denise Austin, The Complete Workout. Again, a lot of this 80s and 90s. This is 1988. This 80s and 90s workout meat. Not all of them. Most of them aren't going to be worthwhile. This is probably only about 15 bucks. You're going to see a whole lot of $10 and under. Did I really get this? Remember the Boy Who Could Fly had Fred Savage from Wonder Years, and the freaking Nintendo video game one, the Power Glove one, the Wizard. All right, so that's only like 12, 15 bucks. This Bahaki the Slave. I said that a bunch of pre-owned. There was 18 without narrowing the category down. I had sold. There's none. It's sealed. Paid $1. If it sells, it could be a $15 Chipmunk Adventure. Back to these fun kids things. I've sold these ones before. This is the Chipmunk Adventure with the CD. The CD and the DVD. Scan this. 35 bucks. DVD includes audio CD. $40. $40. 40 bucks. 40 bucks. This one would have been $1. Yeah. Classical seat. I think it's about to sit. Get back over here. This is a horseback riding 3-in-1. I think it's like 20 bucks. 30. Go here. There's one that is sold for 17. Could be 20 bucks. As Cold by Ginger. As Cold by Ginger. Looks like the Thornberries. It's not what it is. So on Nickelodeon, didn't really recognize that too much. This is a $30 DVD. Kids DVD. And it's already Nickelodeon, so that is franchise stuff. A lot of Nickelodeon isn't going to do well, but ones that you don't recognize. 18 is the lowest. 25 still right there. That's how many more there are, and it goes all the way up. I mean, brand new is going to be 40 something. But at least 25, 30 bucks. Jeweler Shop. Charleston Heston in it. Or Ben Cross. So we got a new. They're like 15 bucks, $15, $20. And this is like 30 bucks sealed. This Pilates Allegro. It has to be this level 1 with this woman on this stretch workout bar thing. There's another one of those old instructional that went to the machine. People like those. So there is that done. Got that done in like 4 minutes. That's like a $30 paperback. Memoirs of the Professional CAD, C-A-D, by Sanders. There's the next library, University of Akron. Which would make sense because this was at the Fairlawn, which is part of that, well, just outside of Akron. But this is like a library bind. The book itself sells for like 40, 50, 60 bucks. Not this one, the title. So this I could pull off easily. This might come up easily. It's a hard library bind. And there was just a couple of stamps on it. There was nothing like too crazy. And that on the back, which nobody checked it out. Christ in Israel. This one I have to narrow down some more, but I think it's like 40, 50 bucks. Hardcovers are way more. This specific one is a little different. It took 9 tailors. Menjo. I don't remember. 30, 40 bucks. I've sold these before. or the Boolean algebra, the older the better, in most cases. Federal Electric Corporation. I know, like $30. And then, same thing with that. Gunships down the Mississippi. So this is actually by the Navy Press. The Naval, let's find out. United States Naval Institute, Annapolis, Maryland. This is by Milligan. The hardcover, it's not a fast seller. It was $2. It's going to sell for 25-ish when it sells. So that is that chunk. I lost track of the quantity. So there is 6, 50, 3. I think that's it. For what, $70? So $60 something. I don't know the exact, but did pretty good. And if that's 53, I mean, there was a lot of $30 stuff. So 53 times 3 is 1,500. That's what I'm going to go with, 1,500. All right, so it's going to wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. Hand type stuff. Spanish, Latin, especially sealed. Old cassettes. I have no idea when these are from. 1983. Seal stuff does well. Don't be afraid to hand type things. None of those books are barcode. Add it again. So it wasn't too bad. All right. Tell me anything going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. It was all free. They help me, help you, so we can help other people learn about selling physical media on me. Appreciate it.